Okay, so here we go for the first time. Let's go and see what we've actually got there. Trying to see how to drive the actual thing properly. It's quite interesting to see. I'm going to be very interested to see how the actual film footage works out. Let's turn this around here. Whoops, hold on. What have I done? Okay. Quite excited by this camera and have a bit of a look at what it actually films like, because it actually looks quite remarkably good, I reckon. Anyway, just trying to work out how to get it to track that item. I thought you clicked that button and I thought that held position. It didn't. Okay, I'm going to have to practice a few more things as we go and just see how this works. Hello there, everybody. See what the filming looks like. I don't really know. There we go, back to that one. Yep. Okay, let's see how we do. So there's the Nissan that has the blow-on motor. That's the project we're working on here with these things. Old Jolie's busy loading firewood, and I'm supposed to be going out and helping him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that works quite well there. Going to be quite interesting to see how this camera works out over in these things. He's busy making lots of noise. There's lots of wind around. So let's see how we go. Hey Joel, come here.
What do you want?
With that stuff, try and make it around 300mm long, and try to make it around.
Cut it again.
No, choose the pieces that are around 300mm long or shorter pieces. So, you know, obviously we won't cut it again in those things. So anyway, that's that stuff there. Be very interesting to see how good the actual filming comes out. Okay, yep. So if you hold the trigger, yeah, that's getting better. Yeah, I like the colours on it. Let's see what it looks like on the big screen. Yeah. I definitely like the gimbal mount. It's definitely going to be very interesting to see how that plays out in that situation. Centering the camera is quite interesting. Quite interesting situation there to see how it works. It's quite easy to set those things in place and play with those different exposures, and then see how that actually tracks, works together. I definitely will be interested to see what 4K looks like and what the swivels look like on the actual camera, on the actual film. Working out exactly where you are in the frame is a little more different than what you would think as you're doing those things. But yeah, I'm very happy with the camera as it stands. So I definitely will be looking forward to some of the different functional things that we have along the way as we do them. But I'm going to have to slip over there and give Jolly a hand in a second and just see what we have there as far as the work goes. It is very good. Yeah, it's I actually am liking this Osmo. It's very easy to use. I'm finding it quite a good thing to use. It just takes a couple of seconds to get organized and figure out exactly what it's doing and how it's doing it, and you can just quickly self-center it back to where you want it to be. I definitely will like to see what this 4K footage looks like. So yeah, very impressive. Anyway guys, thank you very much for popping in. In the near future, the big reason why I'm doing so much work on the actual lantana is because it's such a massive problem in Australia. And I know for a lot of people overseas, as I try and slip a few videos in there occasionally to start to make a difference here, it may not be as relevant to a lot of people overseas watching our content. But please understand, I'm a patriot of my country first. I love my country and I love the people in it. And what is happening as far as the lantana goes is such a terrible situation, that we've got to get this stuff out to the people in power and start to get those things to be sorted out in the very near future. You know, it is one of those things. I'm just playing with the what's the names there, so that should actually be where that actually focuses to. Yeah, okay, so that's what I need to get used to. So anyway, so as we're doing all this, we're trying to get better technology and see how this works, because this was my first gimbal mount. I believe it's going to be a very important part of our filming in the future. We've had a bit of a bad run with GoPro. Very disappointed in the support and the problems with the product. That I think we really need to start looking at different cameras, different solutions. And I think this might be very interesting and a lot of fun to play with, because, you know, bouncing around as you're walking around is one of those things that really does irritate quite a lot. And I'm going to be very interested in the future to see exactly what this looks like. We need to get, I'm just trying to look at the ground to see where I'm walking so I don't step in a hole or anything. You know, to keep on the cusp of the best technology that we can for the best film quality, because some of our cameras are quite behind the times. You know, GoPro 3 is you know, quite a long way back in the actual production models of cameras, and I have one good functional camera there, and you notice how good the picture quality is between the 3 and the 4. The 4 is much better. But from what people are saying out there in YouTube land, I really don't think that we're really that interested in the 5 and the 6 from the microphone side of things. And I know there are solutions, and we may go down that path of miking up and seeing what solutions we can come up with. But in the short term, this isn't a review. This most definitely isn't a review. We are going to keep using this camera. This is now going to be one of our mainstays of cameras, mainly because it has the ability to be gimbal. You know, and that hopefully will make a big difference. I'll be interested to see what the sound goes like with this, because there's a fair bit of wind around today. And I better get over and help Jolly, because he's doing all the work at the moment. So we'll see how we go with that, and we'll see what that looks like. Thank you very much. I'm Gary, I'm the attitude adjuster. Thank you very much for joining Jolie and I on our early Sunday morning of getting the firewood ready for a client this morning. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Oops. Okay, let's try. Oh, and is that recording? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Okay, let's try that and see what that looks like. Oops, hold on. I went the wrong way there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just up the resolution, so we'll see what that actually looks like. See if it changes it much, because that's actually going to be quite interesting to see how that changes that resolution. Now that should be 1080p at 60 frames a second. I want to see what that looks like, whether it looks any different. And just see what we get. Everything's about experimenting with this new stuff and just see how what it looks like and the picture quality. It's a bit hard because the screen's over on the side, so it's a little bit hard to judge what that actually looks like. But anyway, I'm Gary and I'm the attitude adjuster. Thank you very much for popping in while we play with this technology and see what the changes it makes and how it fits together to try and bring you better content. Please like our videos, please subscribe, please become part of the family. We can support you and you can support us in growing better content. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye bye.